Hello and welcome back to the Hank Mortimer Show. It's been eons. It's been 2 years and a lot has changed. For one, I found employment, so I am technically not a NEET, although it's only 20 hours a week. I've had this job for a while now. It's a modest job, 0 certificates or whatever required, no experience even required. But I have to leave the house. That's the only problem. I don't know if you're listening to this. If you have me on notify, then you're a fucking legend. And thanks for supporting me, even though I had quite a long hiatus. What have I been getting up to besides that? Literally nothing whatsoever. Just lots of dead end projects, uncompleted projects. A lot of YouTube watching. A lot of reading, expanding the mind. Philosophy, history, literature, so on and so forth. And I'm worried that actually my personality itself has changed to the point where I'm unrecognizable compared to my 2017 / early 2018 self. And I'm wondering if new R9K could actually even enjoy something like this. I'm worried that it's all Zoomers and boomers and coomers, all these things. The new memes, new and exciting territory for memes has appeared on the horizon since my departure. Some of them good, a lot of them bad. Pepe's still going strong, Wojack's going strong. It's the same Chan in a lot of ways, but I don't think there was 4Channel when I left, and I think 8Chan obviously was still around ever since the Christchurch shooting. That's gone. And they say 4Chan has changed. Me personally, I've changed along with it. I know of normies who frequent not R9K but B. That's a normie central on the Chan. But yeah, not much has happened for me. Donald Trump is still pres of the United States. He might not be this time next year. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not particularly pro or anti-Trump. I'm more sort of live and let live. I think I said that exact thing. That's how I remembered them. I remember doing them pretty well. I'd never listened back on them, but I remember saying I'm a libertarian, live and let live type person before. I'm sort of center right wing libertarian, closer to the center than you might like. Maybe some of you are on the extremity of the right. Personally, I find that all very scary. I'm not scared of it. I find just the policies, it's sort of call me a new male, call me a cook, call me a soy boy, call me what you will. I'm just expressing thoughts, very, very poorly thought out thoughts from a diseased mind. I have some sort of personality disorder, probably, as many of you do. I I don't remember what clusters are what. There's cluster A, B, and C. I think I'm C is avoidant and OCD and all that. Or I don't know if OCD's on a cluster. Anyway, I'm a cluster C mess, just an all round mess. I'm not BPD. Don't mistake me for that. Or even ASPD. Don't mistake me for that either. But I think it's obvious in my worldview that I'm not quite as unhinged as a lot of people. I haven't been playing much video. I start a game, die and give up. I tried to complete Dark Souls. I kept at it for a while. I just gave up. You know, I'm a giver upper. Give upper or giver up. Giver up of things. I like to think I've improved in a lot of ways. And I know I'm talking about myself a lot here, but it's a solo podcast for now. It might not always be so. Big plans for the Hank Mortimer show. Might get a co-host one day. It all depends on you, the audience. What you demand. And I just hope you demand some Hank Mortimer. Right now, I was on a spiritual kick for a while. You know, transcendental meditation, and I never got into chakras or auras or stuff. That stuff was just obvious bullshit. I was more about, you know, seeing beyond the veil, man. See what's on the other side. I never dabbled in hard psychedelics. Yeah. I used to frequently use drugs, but not anymore. See, I was a cyborg for a while. I wasn't fully normie or fully robot. I was on the precipice of falling into either camp. And robot is where I landed. Quite softly. It suits me, robothood. Being a robot. So, although I suppose you might suggest I am no more a robot, given I am employed, and I must have been normie enough to actually succeed in the interview. Well, like I said, they were just looking for, I didn't say this part, but they were just looking for a Christmas worker, and they kept me on. I was doing 40 hours a week at one stage, and I asked them to cut it to half, and they obliged. So now I work for 20 hours a week in an undisclosed company. In an undisclosed country. But I think you might know what country I'm from. Unless you're just so... Nah, not even ignorant. Like, if I wasn't from this country, I wouldn't know anything about it. So it's not like I can actually blame other people. But what I think is going to happen, and this isn't what I want to happen, there's going to be a huge recession bordering on a depression, and the right-wing governments are going to gobble up all them votes, and it'll just go further and further right, and then there'll be a worldwide holocaust. And I frequent pot a lot, frequent it frequently actually, and I'm still not fascist or Natsock or into esoteric Hitlerism. That stuff's for the birds, man. That's not for peace and joy to mankind. I got a new mic, which I, obviously being a brainless, don't know how to properly use, so forgive me if the audio is literally just, if you're using earphones, I think it's literally just in the left ear. I'll have to sort that out tonight. I will sort that out tonight. You know, maybe if things pick up, I could do live streams. I don't know if I will actually appear visibly in front of you on the live stream. some unfortunate soul recently posted their picture on R9K, became known as Gribble. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, Gribble, you're a good guy. You're Gribble, you're the man. You're better than everyone else on the board. As you said rightly, you know, we rail against normies and their judgments of us, and then as soon as we find the opportunity, we sort of, you know, try to attack another person. I was going to be doing gaming retrospectives, and then it just hit me how much work it would take. And this is funner anyway. This is off the cuff. This is where it's at. Movie wise, I'm not into the Avengers or the Marvel comic universe, or even the DC extended universe. At the moment, I'm watching a film production of Julius Caesar by Shakespeare, you know, the Marlon Brando one. Et tu, Brutus? If that's actually, I don't know, I'm only like a quarter way through it, so I don't know if that's said in it. I should know, because everyone should read Shakespeare and know everything about it, every such finer detail. But that's just, unfortunately, not how anybody gives a shit about stuff. I expect this to have a flurry of downvotes. Like, I'm not going to be name fagging or trip fagging or anything from now on, or I never was, but I'm not going to try to become some sort of board wide personality known on the board, like Johnny Neptune or Riddlebot, who changed his name, I think. Excuse me, I have a cold. Because it's cold season. I burped as well, sorry. The main goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers, and from there it's to the moon. Once you have 1,000 subscribers, you can do a lot. But currently at 20, I am a failure. But maybe this might change things. I don't know. For all I know, this audio is a properly recording, and I'm going to listen back and have to re-record the whole thing. At which point I will give up this endeavor. No, I will never give this endeavor up. This is my destiny. This is my manifest destiny. This is, the stars have aligned, the planets have aligned. This is granted by Providence over me. And I'm running out of stuff to talk about. I'll talk about what's in front of me. There's a book called God's Man in War by Tom DeLonge, who you might remember his meme-tastic appearance on Joe Rogan. Quite an interesting talk, I believe, and I listened to his Coast to Coast AM interviews and all that stuff. You know, it's fun stuff to think about, whether it's true or not. It's very fun to think about, and I find I read a lot of stuff, watch a lot of shit that's like such bullshit but fun to think about. Ancient aliens and all sorts of other weird manifestations of the supernatural, or super normal as they used to call it. I have visions for this. I mean, I don't want to become a freak show. I'm at risk of being liked out of irony. I don't have anything against Review Bra, but he was a meme before he was a man. If that makes sense. But he's good. So suppose this could be sort of repackaged review bra. Except I won't be reviewing food or anything probably. Because like I said, with the game retrospective, the amount of work. Well, he doesn't have to work hard reviewing food. He just bites it and tells you there. And what else is there to discuss in the world of Hank Mortimer? I suppose there is the underlying question of his sanity. Well, I am brain damaged in some way or another. I think I know that. There's a reason why I can't function normally. Whether it's a societal problem, or an individual problem, or a mix of the two, I do not know. I think I was dropped in my head as a baby. I think so. That's the only head injury I've had. Really, there's not much more to say. Shout out to my bots, and shout out to my old neats, my wizards pushing. They're pushing 30 soon. There's people on this board that are pushing 30. I mean, I'm on a board with 18-year-olds. What the fuck? I was old back when I started this podcast for a robot, and I'm really old for one. And what else happened? I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've witnessed the slow downfall of this board or of this website. Let's make 4chan great again. Let's do it. Let's not stop till we're bigger than Joe Rogan on this podcast. And all my regulars get a seat at the table. And everything will be great. And we'll all buy lots of chain link, and we'll all be in Lambo land this time next year. Well, I have 700 Ripple. So all that needs to do is hit 250 again, and I'm in the kashish. If that hits 250 again, if it hits 5, I'm gonna be. You know how it is. It's a risk. Everything's a risk. Everything's a risk, including this. Everything is a risk. Goodbye.